Hello, it is me again, Becky. Thank you for stopping by. So today I have a video that nobody asked for, once again. Does anybody ever ask for any of my videos? Not really, so I don't know why I said that. But I wanted to present to you a theory that I have come up with about the why choose romances and the kinds of readers who like why choose romances and the kinds of readers who don't like why choose romances. This theory came about when I was doing a live with my Black Hat Book Coven girls, and two of us, me and Jackie, we don't enjoy why choose romances. We've tried to read them and we just don't enjoy them. And then Laura and Kristin, they are either starting to love why choose romances or they've enjoyed why choose romances. And I got to thinking about this on this live, and I asked the girls this one question, and the results put me on this track of seeing if I was onto something with this theory. So I asked them the question, when you read, do you become the main character? Do you see yourself as the main character? Or are you just watching the story play out like it's a movie in your head? Like, are you watching the characters as they're described in the book act out these scenes? Or do you become that main character? And Jackie and I are both readers who become the main character. And we don't like why choose romances. Whereas Laura and Kristin, they are readers who just see it play out as like a movie in their head, and they enjoy why choose. So I wanted to see if this theory of mine had any merit at all. So my theory was that people who don't like why choose, like myself, like Jackie, are the types of readers who become the main character. They self-insert into that main character. And my theory as to why people who become the main characters don't like why choose is because who wants to deal with that many people at once? When I become a character and it's a why choose situation, I oftentimes get really irritated with how many people are around me as that female main character. I don't want to deal with all of those men. When it comes to these sexual scenarios within why choose, I oftentimes see myself pulled out of the story and thinking about what's happening, who's positioned where, what's going on. And as that character, I'm usually connected more to like one of the characters more so than the rest of them. So I just see myself as this character, and in these sexual situations, I'm like thinking I would rather be with this guy when these two guys are with me. That's what happens when I read why choose. And it just gets very convoluted for me because I just want the one. I'm a one-woman person. I can only deal with one at a time, okay? I can't deal with all of them because typically they aren't doing anything else for me other than pleasing me sexually in these situations. Like, I don't have one guy who's perfectly fine just like take caring of the household chores. I don't have one guy who's perfectly fine just, killing my enemies for me. I don't have one guy who's, just fine with pleasing me sexually. They all just want to please me sexually. And I'm like, I need each of you to know your place. I need each of you to do something good that benefits me in this why choose situation. Because y'all can't just be sexually gratifying me all the time, okay? It's exhausting. I don't want to deal with you. So that's why I have yet to find a why choose romance that I like. So this is just a theory, a hypothesis, if you will. We're getting real scientific here. I feel like people who watch movies in their heads, they are much more likely to enjoy the why choose because it's not happening to them. And they're able to sort of play into that fantasy that they might have of being a voyeur and seeing all this happening to one person, and they're not experiencing it in their imagination viscerally. So I feel like that's my theory as to why some people enjoy why choose and why some people don't. And I am so confident in this theory that I reached out to people. I asked them, first of all, do you like why choose? I put up a poll on my Instagram. Do you like why choose? And depending on what they said, yes or no, I asked them all the same question. I'm like, when you read, do you become the main character or are you just watching a movie in your head? and based off their answer. That's what I'm going to show you. So I'm not going to show you any like names of people or anything like that. I'm just going to show you their answers, okay? Because I'm very confident that 95% of this theory is true. Most of the people who like Why Choose are going to be readers who just see a movie playing in their head. And if they don't like Why Choose, they're going to be readers who become the main character, who insert themselves into that role. So let me just share with you the results that I got. I got 20 results, okay? I'm not going to show you all 20 because some of them I didn't actually get like verbal confirmation from, like the girls from my Black Hat Book Coven. I didn't get like a screenshot to share with you. You're just gonna have to take my word for it. Go ask them, they'll tell you. So I reached out to one of my close friends and asked her if she liked Why Choose. She said yes, and her response was she sees a movie playing in her head. At one point she became the character, but she no longer does when she reads. So that's a point in my theory favor. Another response I got was also yes to liking Why Choose, and this person once again played a movie in their head, so score again for my theory. The next response was no, this person didn't like Why Choose, and when asked do they become the main character or do they just see a movie in their head, they said that if it's first person, they see themselves as the character, or if that character is very similar to them, they see themselves as that character. Otherwise, it's just a movie playing in their head. So I'm going to give this a score in my favor of my theory. The next response I got was yes to liking Why Choose, and once again, seeing a movie in their head. So score again for me. This next one sort of contradicts my theory. They said that they did like Why Choose, but they only see themselves as the character if they can connect to the female main character. So it all depends, I guess, on the writing or the story. The next response I got is also a contradiction to my theory. No, they don't like Why Choose, and they see a movie playing in their head. So this is somebody who doesn't become the character when they read. The next response was yes, they like Why Choose, and they are reading for the character's experience. They are seeing a movie play out in their head. So once again, a point in my theory favor. Same with the next response I got, yes, and they once again see a movie playing out in their head. This next response is another contradiction. No, this person does not like Why Choose, but they see a movie in their head unless the character is described to look like them. So the vast majority of the time, they see a movie playing in their head. Another contradiction, no, they don't like Why Choose, and they see a movie in their head. The next one was in my favor. Yes, they like Why Choose. They see a movie playing in their head. Same thing for the next answer. Yes, they mostly see a movie playing in their head. And the last one was another one in my favor. No, they don't like Why Choose. They become the character when they read. So of the 20 responses that I charted, I had 5 that went against my theory. The rest were on chart with my theory that if they enjoyed Why Choose romances, they played a movie in their head, and if they didn't enjoy Why Choose romances, they became the character. I'm personally going to call it a win because the majority of the people fell into going along with my theory that I had. So that's science for you, everybody, and it's now a fact. I did the research with 20 people. That's all you need. So put it in the history books that if you like Why Choose romances, you probably watch a movie in your head. If you don't like Why Choose romances, you probably become the main character when you read. So that is my Why Choose theory. Let me know down in the comments, did I pin you right? Do you like Why Choose romances? And do you see a movie in your head? Or do you become the main character? Let me know. If you think I'm totally off base with this theory, and you want to conduct your own experiment, by all means go do so. But if you don't want to let me know that, but would like to let me know you made it to the end of this video, could you leave me like the group emoji? And with that, thank you so much for watching, and until my next video, if you like Why Choose, go read one. If you don't go read one. Bye!